According to Health Minister Dr. Daniel Ngamije, the recent spike in COVID-19 infections in Rwanda is due to non-compliance to the set standard operating procedures to contain the spread of the virus. People have become non-compliant to the set COVID-19 guidelines. This is down to different reasons. Some have come up with their own standard operating procedures, contrary to the ones set up by health authorities, claiming that COVID-19 has been weakened. This is after some restrictions were eased, including the reopening of schools, public transport buses. Some people thought the pandemic had been put under control as we wait for the vaccine. Such kind of careless behavior has led to an increase in new cases. The Rwanda Premier League was stopped on its third match day, while other sporting activities have been put on red alert as COVID-19 numbers continue to shoot high. Sports Minister Aurore Munyangaju-Mimoza says the Football League was suspended after some teams intentionally broke COVID-19 restrictions.
Espoir FC na Bugesera FC bakiniye Rusizi.
Espoir FC and Bugesera FC played their game in Rusizi, but later we found out that Bugesera FC players did not undergo COVID-19 test. We also established that AS Muhanga played at Tencel, yet players of AS Muhanga had not been tested, as well as the incident that took place in Rubavu, where Rutsiro FC played Rayon Sport before the results had returned for Rayon Sport players. Results for some 4 players returned positive, but they were already in the field. They could not be withdrawn from the game for isolation. Some teams and players also forged COVID-19 results.
Nabamwe mu bakinyi cyangwa se mu makipe yagiye atanga ibisubizo by'inyandiko mpimbano.
Consequently, the cabinet meeting that met on Monday resolved to suspend the Football League and other social gatherings. Police spokesperson CP John Bosco Kabera, based on that, to urge the general public to be vigilant and adhere to COVID-19 control measures. On 25th December this year, it will be Christmas Day, just like it will be on the same day next year. On January 1st, it will be the New Year's Day, but we'll also have the same day next year. Christmas and New Year's days will come and go. All we need to do is to be vigilant and respect the set guidelines to be able to celebrate next festive holidays with our families and loved ones. People should not be short-sighted. The cabinet meeting also resolved to put on hold all wedding ceremonies. However, local government minister Professor Shaka Anastase said there is a window for some couples that had traveled from the diaspora to hold their civil wedding in Rwanda prior to the new government directives coming into force. We encourage such couples to speak to sector officials to wed them, but they are not allowed to hold wedding receptions. Civil wedding is a public service that is provided for by the law, and a couple must be accompanied by 2 witnesses. That is the service we're offering someone who traveled from abroad for that specific public service, that is civil wedding. They can be offered that service, but they must not hold wedding reception, because that is not allowed for now. If they want, they can wait until next year. During a post-cabinet press conference held at Prime Minister's office, authorities revealed that in just one day after the new COVID-19 directives came into force, about 300 people were found in 85 bars across the country, while 2,500 were apprehended for moving past curfew hours, including 128 vehicles, while some 2,000 people were arrested for not wearing face masks properly. Reporting for RwandaTV News, Ethan Tashobia.